So let me share how I do trading and profit from it. So here is my setup. This is an example of a stock, Micron. As you may have noticed, the stock has been on fire lately, but this slide happened during the Iran and US conflict. And then after the ceasefire was announced, things have gotten better, obviously. So I wanted to ride this U-turn, and this is an hour chart. So let me share how my setup is generally. So let me make it plainer first. So these are these lines that two lines that you see, green and purplish. These are my EMA lines. The slower line is at the bottom, and green line is the shorter EMA. I believe it's 9, and the bottom one is 21-day EMA, and this black line is 200-day EMA. So that's my setup generally, and at times I use VWAP as well. And that's what I was trying to hide, but that's here. As you can see, VWAP also helps me stay course, and also cloud, they help as well. But anyway, to make things simpler, I'll just stick to EMA lines and relative volume. um, so in this situation, I generally zoom out first, like an hour or 4 hour chart. So in this case, as you can see, things are bullish. So what I want to do, generally look at 15 minutes chart and then go to 3 minutes chart. And this is where I look for a breakout with a long green candle. But I don't jump in right away. I just wait for things to get settled. And then on the next move, as an example here, um, I'll wait for shorter EMA line to cross the slower one and make sure RSI is continuing to stay above at least 60, and actually oversold conditions are generally even better, because the momentum is with the stock, and essentially ride it until the shorter EMA line turns south or crosses the slower one. So so Micron yesterday, 9th of April, gave me around, let's see, 5,600. And this was like in a couple of hours. So I'm trying to share with you. This is, well, this board, Fidelity probably won't be clear enough to understand, but I have downloaded all these transactions into my sheet, this one, which is more readable. And as you can see, I played options. Generally, that's my preferred way of making money, even in day trading. So as you can see, I tend to stick to in the money philosophy, and I go a few weeks down the road for my strike price. And these are some of the examples that I played yesterday and resulted in this much money. So I wanted to quickly share with you. Similar situation I had in Amazon. There was a news. So let me share Amazon chart. Go to 1 hour. In fact, this chart was even better, way better than Micron or any other chart in the market, in fact, yesterday. Look at it. 1 hour chart, right? Shorter EMA rising faster over slower EMA, and 200-day line is staying way below the price line. So you can basically wait for things to subside, and then next wave you can ride. In fact, I still hold some of these positions, but I did reduce toward the end of the day. So let me share. Again, it's very hard to read in Fidelity because hard to explain, I guess. But again, I have downloaded this thing in a spreadsheet, and this was, again, I believe this was less than an hour when things were moving fast, and it generated about 2,700. And to give you perspective, again, I stayed in the money, and yeah. So this is how I play. If you like my philosophy, feel free to join my Discord. I'll put the link in the description. But happy trading. I used to work actually full time in a senior management role, 8 to 5 corporate life, but I don't honestly miss it. This is fun, and this is my own business, and I do this for fun, and it gives me enough time to enjoy tennis and outdoors and whatever else I want to do. Yeah, so feel free to use some of this material to your advantage if you feel like this is helping you. If not, thanks for listening. Thank you.